Hello student, now we have to study about physical geography paper second, that is hydrosphere. The distribution of salinity. The distribution of salinity of open ocean, partially enclosed sea, inland seas and lakes. The distribution of salinity of ocean or sea water is shown on the world map with the help of isohelines. The lines joining the different parts of ocean having equal amount of salinity are known as isohelines. The salinity of open oceans. Regarding the salinity, open oceans may be divided into three parts, and these are equatorial oceans, the tropical oceans, and the polar oceans. The salinity of equatorial oceans ranges between 34 per thousand and 36 per thousand. The oceans which lie within the belt of equator have less amount of salinity. सागर जलाच्या क्षारतेवर अक्षांशांचा परिणाम होतो. सर्वसाधारणपणे विषुववृत्ताकडून ध्रुवीय प्रदेशाकडे गेल्यास सागर जलाची क्षारता कमी होत जाते. विषुववृत्ताजवळ इव्हॅपोरेशन म्हणजेच बाष्पीभवनापेक्षा पर्जन्याचे प्रमाण जास्त असल्याने सागर जलाची क्षारता या ठिकाणी जवळपास 34 दर हजारी ते 36 दर हजारी या दरम्यान असते. Here the equatorial water is less saline due to some causes. Among them, the equatorial oceans receive heavy rainfall is one. Throughout the year, the equatorial oceans receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. Due to constant cloud cover, the rate of evaporation is less. Then equatorial oceans receive fresh water from the large rivers like Congo and Amazon. म्हणजे या कारणांमुळे विषुववृत्तीय प्रदेशात असलेल्या सागर जलाची क्षारता तुलनेने कमी असते. The tropical oceans. The salinity of tropical oceans. The salinity of a tropical ocean is more. It may go up to 37 per thousand. Some factors are responsible to increase the salinity of tropical oceans, and these factors are the rate of evaporation is more, a receipt of a scanty rainfall, supply of fresh water is small through the rivers, etc. म्हणजे या कारणांमुळे ट्रॉपिकल ओशियनची क्षारता म्हणजे ट्रॉपिकल प्रदेशात आढळणाऱ्या सागर जलाची क्षारता ही तुलनेने जास्त असते. देन द पोलार ओशियन्स. ध्रुवीय प्रदेशातील सागर जलाची क्षारता. The salinity of polar ocean water is less than 34 per thousand due to some factors. The first one factor is that as the temperature is less, the rate of evaporation is also less. Then the supply of fresh water is more in spring and summer seasons, and due to the melting of snow, the polar oceans receive plentiful supply of fresh water, which helps to reduce the salinity. Therefore, polar ocean water is having less salinity. Then the salinity of partially enclosed seas. The seas, which are surrounded on three sides by land and communicate with the ocean only through narrow and shallow strait, are the partially enclosed seas. The salinity of these seas also depends on the variation in evaporation and supply of fresh water. Regarding the free mixing of water, it is not possible in the case of partially enclosed seas. The salinity of Mediterranean Sea. This sea communicates with the Atlantic Ocean through the narrow and shallow Strait of Gibraltar. Near the Strait of Gibraltar, the salinity of Mediterranean Sea is 36.5 per thousand, but increases toward the east and near the Syrian coast. It is more than 39 per thousand. Then the salinity of Red Sea. The Red Sea, which receives no river and experiences great evaporation. It has a summer salinity about 40 per thousand. The Red Sea is surrounded by desert, and moreover it lies across the Tropic of Cancer, where the rate of evaporation is more and salinity increases. Near Gulf of Aden, the salinity of Red Sea is 36.5 per thousand, but it increases toward the Suez Canal, where the salinity is 41 per thousand. Then the salinity of a Baltic Sea. Though the Baltic Sea is the enclosed sea, the salinity of this sea is low because it lies in the poleward region of temperate land. Its shape is elongated with north-south extent. बाल्टिक समुद्र याचा विस्तार उत्तर दक्षिण आहे. Due to elongated shape, that is north and south with the north and south extent, there is a variations in its salinity. Due to low rate of evaporation, plentiful supply of fresh water, by rivers flowing from Russia and from melting of ice in summer, the salinity of this sea is low. The average salinity of Baltic Sea is only 7 per thousand. To the north, the Gulf of Bothnia, the salinity of Baltic Sea is 2 per thousand. The Black Sea, the salinity of Black Sea is about 18 per thousand. Due to the plentiful supply of fresh water through the rivers like Danube, Dniester, Dnieper, Don, etc., and the rate of evaporation is low. Hence, the salinity of Black Sea is low. Then, the salinity of Arabian Sea. The Arabian Sea is surrounded on three sides by Arabi, Sahara, and Thar deserts. The rate of evaporation is high. The supply of fresh water is only through the rivers like Indus, Narmada, and Tapi. The salinity of Arabian Sea is high, that is 37 per thousand to 38 per thousand. Then the salinity of Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal receives supply of fresh water through the rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra, Krishna, and Kaveri. Then the high rainfall, low rate of evaporation. So the salinity of Bay of Bengal is low, that is about 20 per thousand. Then the salinity of inland seas and lakes. The inland seas and lakes have much salinity than open oceans. Here we have to discuss about the salinity of inland seas like the Caspian Sea, the Dead Sea, the Great Salt Lake, the Lonar Lake, the Sambar Lake, etc. The inland seas and lakes are more salient than open oceans. The salinity of the inland lake is controlled by the rate of evaporation, supply of fresh water, and existence of an outlet. If there is no outlet to the lake, there is no escape for the salt. Hence, the water becomes more and more saline. For the example, the Great Salt Lake in Utah, that is in USA, the salinity of Great Salt Lake is high. The salinity may vary locally even within a lake. Some examples are there. The salinity of a Caspian Sea, its north-south extent is greater than east-west extent. To the north of sea, salinity is 14 per thousand, but towards the south, in the Gulf of Carabogas, the salinity is about 195 per thousand. In this part, it means that the salinity towards the south is more. In this part, the rate of evaporation is high. Then the salinity of Dead Sea. It is the saltiest of all inland seas. Dead Sea is the saltiest sea of all inland seas. It lies between Israel and Jordan. The Dead Sea is surrounded on all sides by deserts. Due to high temperatures, rate of evaporation is very high. Scanty rainfall, very small supply of fresh water, etc. factors affect the salinity of Dead Sea. The salinity of Dead Sea is about 237 per thousand. It means that the salinity of Dead Sea is high. Then the salinity of Great Salt Lake. The Great Salt Lake is located in Utah state of Utah state of United States of America. Very high salinity found in this lake, and its salinity is 220 per thousand. Then the salinity of a Sambar Lake. Its location is at upper Thar Desert region of Rajasthan in India. The salinity of Sambar Lake is high because of high temperature, and consequently the rate of evaporation is also high. The salinity of Sambar Lake is about 205 per thousand. Then the salinity of Lonar Lake. Lonar Lake is a National Geo-Heritage Monument. Saline Soda Lake, located at Lonar in Buldhana district of Maharashtra in India. Its salinity is more. In this way, there is a distribution of salinity, the salinity of open ocean, then the salinity of partially enclosed seas, and the salinity of inland seas and oceans. Okay, the next part will be continued during the next lecture. Thank you.